Sharif D King TV, King Sharif 4LO Driller.
How you doing, man?
What's
Thank you for
going
having
on,
me.
man? I'm glad you're here.
Appreciate
Um, who is 4LO Driller?
it. 4 Driller is artist from Alexandria, Virginia. Somebody that's just, that comes from, the city, trying to do something with, my talent and, to put the city on another platform, using my talent. Just someone that's working hard.
And you go by the moniker voice of the projects. How important is that to Alexandria?
That's important. Well, first to me, because that's the neighborhood. I grew up in. You know what I mean. I grew up all throughout the city of Alexandria. I lived east side, west side. You know what I mean. But the projects. You know what I mean. That's what made me. I feel as though like who I am from at a young age. You know what I mean. And it's like seeing what I saw, going through what I went through as a kid and stuff like that. It made me who I am. And there's a lot of people from this exact area that went through the same thing. And I feel like through my music, I speak for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I speak for everybody that came from here, that comes from any projects in across America, as I try to speak for it, but specifically my area, you know what I mean? Because this is who I do it for, you know what I mean? And I take pride in
You feel like it's a lot of pressure with that name, being that, a lot of people may come from the projects and feel like he talking to us, he's speaking for us. Is there a lot of pressure there?
Yeah, I feel like it's a responsibility. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a big responsibility. I feel like at the end of the day, like they expected me to always speak for them. So that's what I try to do, is always speak for them.
Now, you just recently came home. What was that like returning back home and feeling like, you know what, I'm just returning back home. The streets can look different. Do I do music the same? What was you feeling?
My coming home from incarceration, I'm not gonna lie, I was contemplating on music and as a whole, like, so my incarceration, like I said, was mentally draining, emotionally draining, and being away, I was away for 2.5 years, and like I said, before I left, I felt like I was climbing that ladder, I was at the, and mentally, I wasn't ready,
Right.
You know what I mean, and me going through my incarceration and stuff showed me that, you know what I mean, and my situation showed me that. But mentally, I wasn't ready, but I was having so much fun with life and music at that time, and be honest, like I already knew I was going back to jail.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't know, I actually made it worse, but I knew I was going back to jail, and so me coming home, I kind of had like an attitude where it was like, man, I just want to get home, like. I don't even care about music right now. Like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it type of thing. And going through it, and what I'm saying, and just seeing like people kind of like reaching out to me and giving me encouragement as far as like about my return and getting back to music. Like let me know, like, man, we missed your music. We've been waiting on you. Stuff. And I'm like, dang, like I really did do something good with this. And I'm like, man, I can't just say nah, you know what I mean? No matter how hard it get, because I felt like I lost everything. I felt like I lost my buzz, my fan, I don't like saying fans, my supporters.
Right.
I feel like I lost everything, you know what I mean? I feel like I lost it all. I was like square one. But I had some great people around me that encouraged me, you know what I mean? My family, my friends that supported me, encouraged me to get, this is what you can do it, you know what I mean? It's still, still there. Like you ain't go through what you went through for nothing.
For nothing.
You know what
For
I mean?
nothing. So what was the main thing that made you say, you know what, I gotta do this? I mean, you could have came home and said, you know what, mentally, I'm still not ready. People are asking me for music, they're asking me for this and that. And with the social media era, people are catching breaks like this.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you have a chip on your shoulder?
Yeah, I definitely did. I had a chip on my shoulder just off the simple fact of like, feeling like I missed my wave. I'm like, man, I was the man before I left. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, as just how life goes, when one chip fall, another one pick up. You know what I mean? But I didn't realize that's the same thing for me. You know what I mean? I looked at it like, oh, my chip failed as a rapper, or you know what I mean, or my buzz, whatever. You know what I mean? I feel like, oh, I'm down now, but not realizing like that I can be that same chip that get back up when I get home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I came home, I'm just like, and you know what, like. I picked up myself up one day. I was like, I'm in the studio, and
Is that where we got Drilla back? Is that where we got McGrady back? It's just like, you know what? Let me return back.
Yeah, I recorded like 3 or 4 songs before I did that, and before I did McGrady back, and I was like, I liked them. You know what I mean? I liked it. I was like, okay, I still got my, my sound. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Me, my manager, and one of my homies. So we went to the studio my second day home, 12-hour session. I recorded 1 verse. I just couldn't. I'm like, man, nah, I ain't feeling it. Like, I don't know. I just was nervous. You know what I mean? It was just so much different emotions. But yeah, like I said, I recorded 4 songs before I did McGrady back, and that day I did McGrady back. That's that morning I woke up, and I think I saw something with I got put on the ESTG when I was locked up.
Okay.
And I had seen something on his Instagram. It was like he was walking like a backstage. He was just talking, popping in front of the camera, and he was like he got everything he want out of rap. It's just he's like he got everything he want. He been had it. You know what I mean? It's about respect.
Right.
And that just stuck out for me. I'm like, nothing matters to me in life other than family and respect and
Sure.
and my perception and the perception people have of me. You know what I mean? Like me trying to be the best version of myself to everyone that I come across with. People make mistakes, people do things. You know what I'm saying? It's life. But so I told myself, I'm like, you know what? Like, might not, I never consider myself the best rapper. You know what I mean? All that. But one thing. I'm gonna get. I got respect. They're gonna respect. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, they're gonna respect me. In this game. You know what I mean? Like, I know I don't care how long it's gonna take. You know what I mean? But one thing they always do is respect me. And I was like, you know what? I woke up that morning. I'm like, you know what, man? He right. Like, it's nothing that this rap game gonna give me. You know what I mean? I'm just about respect.
Well, you must feel like some type of MVP to your neighborhood, to your town, because McGrady. What does McGrady stand for?
McGrady, that's okay. Tracy McGrady, in my opinion, is one of the best players to touch a basketball. You know what I mean? Top 25, top 50, whatever. You know what I mean? Everybody
He was getting busy.
He was getting busy. And Tracy McGrady, he transformed himself. You got Orlando Tracy McGrady, and you got Houston Tracy McGrady. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I felt like when I came in the rap game, I was probably Toronto Tracy McGrady. Then I got going up to Orlando Tracy McGrady. Then I got to Houston, where it's like I'm solidified now. You know what I mean? I'm in, and I was just like, man, Tracy McGrady's one of my favorite players too, and it just sounded like I said it one day on a song, and my man, he's an actual artist from Alexandria, One Take Jab. He like and I just like, man, Drilla McGrady. I just kept saying. I said it for like a year. Drilla McGrady, man. That's what I'm Drilla McGrady. I'm doing this like McGrady out here, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be like McGrady with this, and just stuck with it.
Just stuck.
Yeah,
So, what McGrady are you now?
I'm Houston. You know what I mean? I'm Houston, man. I'm trying to, 13 points in a minute. You know what I mean? I'm trying to drop buckets on them this time around, man. I'm trying to put my name in the pavement. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be McGrady that won a ring. You know what I mean?
That sound good.
Yeah.
That sound good.
I'm trying to put my name in the pavement.
Now, I will say that I did feel like you were going to change your name to Drilla McGrady, because I felt like just looking out for all the things you've done, I'm like, this sound like this is him. This sound like McGrady back. I'm like, is this him? Then looking you up, I seen another Drilla pop up. I seen 4LO Drilla pop up. So I'm like, what is his complete moniker? What is his name? What is his title? What is he completely trying to push out this time around now that he's returning home and going for it at this point?
I actually started pushing the 4LO Drilla in 2020 because of, I got other people being named Drilla. There was a guy from Chicago named Drilla. It was a whole crazy thing with that. And me and one of my homies, we put together, we put together our own little brand, our own little movement, Forever Living Official, 4LO. And I feel like, everybody nowadays say they real, everybody, is, whatever, you know what I mean? And so I was like, man, official, like we just living official. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like living official is being yourself, taking care of your business, standing on your business, and being, being the best version of yourself, for everybody else around you, you know what I mean? Like, and I felt like that's what I was gonna push, 4LO Drilla, because that's what I'm doing, that's my brand. If I don't wanna be just Drilla, if I can help out if I could push my brand at the same time, you know what I mean? So it's 4 Lil Drilla. That's what I'm going at. You know what I mean? And, like Lil Wayne one day they say you gotta take the Lil off his name, or Lil Herb change the G Herbo. Maybe when I get in the door, I might go up under the Drilla McGrady. Shaq Lizzy go up under the Young Hefe. I might go up under the Drilla McGrady.
Okay.
Give him an album or something.
Just straight McGrady.
Yeah, I might be able to. T Mac might take a listen to my music. Might get a T Mac snippet on there. Or something,
Rappers be
interlude. Trace McGrady interlude.
playing ball.
Yeah.
You play ball at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He said I give you a little something.
I think I'm the best. I think I'm the best best rapper and basketball player in the DMV.
For real?
I don't think there's no rapper in the DMV that can beat me 1-on-1. I heard I Am No Feast could play though, but
okay.
No, I don't think it's. I don't know.
He said I give buckets.
Yeah.
Now, you talked about the 4LO, what it stands for, and you talked about being real, being official, and the game can be superficial at times. Some rappers are saying things they're not really about. Mm-hmm. Some people say they're actors, they're not really portraying what they represent. Does it make it hard for you in this game being the way it is, people popping off the way it is, and some people are real, some people are fake, some people are authentic, some people are not?
Man, when the smoke clear, the real gonna always be here, man. My opinion, man, like, I don't knock no man, you know what I mean? However, whatever way, as long as you ain't doing nothing crazy to feed your fam, you ain't taking from, people, whatever you gotta do to feed your family, as long as you're doing good business, man, salute you. So, and as far as this rap game is different. You know what I mean? It's so many ways to get into it. You got dudes making dances. You could dance and get into this game, man. You could, females, man, you could make a song about being, how you don't like dudes, or, how you gonna start using dudes for their money and you on. A dude can get on a song and live in the suburbs and talk about killing and, selling drugs, something he's probably never partaken in, and get on, because he making it look good. So this rap thing I learned, it's about an image. And to be honest with you, Sharif, like, I'm not into this as of right now. Like, I'm still kind of making my transition into being a rapper. I feel like it took me some maturity. But like when I was out here before I got incarcerated, like, couldn't consider me no rapper. I used to take it as disrespectful. Somebody tell me you a rapper. I used to be, I'm in the streets, I ain't no rapper. Like, I just know how to rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here, like, living like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm, dudes that you got that's on. I'm like, I'm trying to call they bluff. I'm like, man,
he ain't like that.
He ain't living like that for real, man. You know what I'm saying? Dudes ain't ready to go and lay down and do no time behind what they rapping about. You know what I'm saying? They still that to this day. But at the end of the day, I had to learn that, like, that's just how life works sometimes. Like, that's just it obviously a lot meant for it to be that way for him. That was his path chosen. That, he was gonna, get on whatever way he got on, or she gonna get on. So I try to stay away from that. I just try to I'm gonna do this the way I'm doing it. I'm gonna stay real.
Your way.
I'm gonna continue to be the voice of the projects. I'm gonna, try to enlighten, the youth, and on, like we ain't pushing, we not promoting no violence. You know what I'm saying? You hear music, it's the art. But at the end of the day, like, we just letting you know. I'm just letting you know what it come with.
Speaking from the heart.
I'm speaking from the heart. I can only, like, one thing, you ain't gonna never hear me get on these songs and say something I've never experienced in my life. Everything I say on a song, I've seen it or I've done it. You know what I mean? I firsthand. You know what I mean? Or witnessed it firsthand. Like,
sure.
So, and that's what I try to do in my music, and I feel like that's the way I'm gonna always carry it out. Is real.
How important is that mentality, returning back not only just to Alexandria, but now, with the DMV being the way it is, a lot of people coming from the DMV area and getting a buzz on social media, not really signing to labels. How important is it to have that mentality in the DMV?
The mentality of
just you sticking to your guns, being authentic, you
sure.
being who you are.
It's hard. I mean, it's important, and it's a battle for, like, a guy like me, because I got a different sound. You know what I mean? Like, you got the DC sound, you got the Maryland sound, and then you got people in Virginia who try to implement that sound, and then you got people here that got their own sound. So we got to work a little harder, because, and there's no knock on the guys with that sound, because I like it. You know what I mean? Me talent-wise, like, I don't have the talent to maybe to be able to deliver that way, but I would listen to it. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not one of them guys who's against that, like they say, what they call it, DMV flow or the free car music. Like, it's all music, it's all the art. You know what I mean? But I feel like me keeping this mindset of the way I gotta do it's important because it's what's gonna work for me. Because what worked for him or work for them might not work for me. But I feel like this is gonna work for me. I know this is gonna work for me. So it's like that's what I'm gonna do. Is keep it the way I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Because staying original is the most is the best way to be anyway. Because you know, some one day they might be saying, man, he taking Drilla flow, and I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Long as they say Drilla ain't take his flow. Now if they say he took Drilla flow, hey, you know what I mean? He don't even got to pay homage. He can go against it. He can say, man, that's my flow, man. Hey.
Do you feel like you're creating a flow for Alexandria, like a flow that is steady? That that's Alexandria's sound.
I feel like Alexandria has a sound, and it's not, and it may not be like the rhythm or flow, but in my opinion, everybody from Alexandria, man, we give you Alexandria. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you listen to any person from Alexandria music, from me to Young Mo, the Black Cobain, the One Take Jab, the Baby Joe, the Vonnie from the ATM, anybody, you know what I mean? You're gonna get that, you're gonna be like, oh, you're like, and you come around this, you're gonna be like, oh, all right, like, what you see is what you get, you know, even from the music. Like, I've spent time around every person I name, and when I listen to their music, it's like, you feel like they talking to you, because it's like, you know, that's him, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I feel like Alexandria has a sound, you know what I mean? I feel like Alexandria has a sound, so I don't think I'm creating a sound for Alexandria, because I feel like everybody, I respect everything that everybody doing. Now, I feel like that I'm creating a lane for Alexandria. I feel like I'm the one that's going, that's like, and there's no knock on what the other guys have already, what they're doing themselves, but I feel like I'm the one that's gonna create that lane. Like, and you know, it could be it's an opinion, you know what I mean? But like that's I'm standing on. I feel like I'm the one that's gonna open that lane.
You the one.
I feel like I'm the one that could really, you know.
Do you feel like you guys would be a collective, like you, Young Mo, Black Cobain, just all of y'all coming together to put Alexandria on the map? Do you think we'll get a project like that? And since you're paving the way,
I was on Black Cobain last project. Young Mo was on my last project. One Take Jab was on my last project. Vonnie from the ATM was on. I started rapping with him. He's incarcerated right now. He'll be home pretty soon though. Great artist from my city. One part of the guy who actually got me into making music, and Paco Suave. Yeah. So you know, like,
it's coming.
I feel like everybody, and like I said, and you know, me and Baby Joe, we gonna work together in the future, like, and all the other artists, anybody else like from the city that you know that's been tapping in with each other. Everything's coming together. Like, there is no, it's no hate. You know what I mean? Like, we not going against each other here. Like, we try and pull each other up. You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, Alexandria's small, bro. It's a 13 mile radius or something like that, and so, you know, we better together than against each other. So if there's anything I could do to help one of them, or one of them could do to help me, I don't mind asking, and I hope they don't mind. You know what I mean? They can look at this interview and say now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying it now. If there's anything, you know, music, let's just do it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if he win, I win. You know what I'm saying? I win, you win, and we win. You know,
together.
It's collective, cohesive unit.
You talked about Alexandria's sound and how y'all coming together collectively and how y'all different, y'all sound is different. But speaking to just the different things, the different collectives that you get in the DMV area, could you see yourself performing with a band? Like, really with the drums, you going crazy?
Yeah.
Do you see that?
You saying something like with the go-go band? Or?
Just like a whole tapping of not even just a go-go
like
band.
what Jay-Z did with the song Cry.
Right,
the lap.
right.
I would love to do that.
Just like
I would love to do that.
Just untapped.
Yeah,
you know what I'm just saying? Just you and the band just playing. Now it would be dope to see you on some go-go sounds because I'm just learning go-go sounds. So just to
I'm thinking, you know, because that's you know, the DMV, you know, the DC is go-go from DC, but you know, we love go-go here in Virginia and other areas too, Maryland. You know what I mean? So but as far as what you were saying, like how Jay-Z did that song Cry thing, and that popped in my head because I watched that a lot. Yeah, man, I love to do that, man. That'd be. I just want to hear a band play one of my beats and just being able to, like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, like I feel like it'll be tight.
Okay.
Man. It'll be tight.
Right. Top 5 artists out of the DMV area on your playlist.
I would have to do it like Virginia,
However you want to do it.
Then DC and Maryland.
However you want to do it. Top 5 out of Alexandria, then we'll do top 5 DMV.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Top 5 out of, not include myself, top 5 out of Alexandria, Virginia. No order. One Take Jab, Paco Suave, Black, Mo, Bonnie from the ATM, of course. And then, you know, Baby Joe, I gotta throw him because I listen to him. I do listen to his music. Yeah, that's my top.
Tell me why you left yourself out.
Because I'm a fan first. You know what I mean? Like, I was a fan first. Like, I listened to Young Mo before I was a rapper. Listened to One Take Jab before I was a rapper. Listened to Bonnie from the ATM before I was a rapper. Listened to, you know, Black Obane before I was a rapper. So I gotta pay, you know, Paco Suave. I listened to him before I was a rapper. So I gotta pay, like, you know, homage. Like, me just considering, like, myself over top of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? As a rapper. You know, like, me and Baby Joe started probably like around the same time. Or I probably started listening to his music around the time I started making music. But everybody else, I was listening to them before I was making music. And to, you know, so, you know what I mean? And it's a lot of artists, like I said, from my city that's incarcerated. You got SMG Smooth, you got SMG Trap, you know what I mean? That's great artists, you know what I mean? Like I said, Bonnie from ATM, and like, you know, and like you know, the lifestyle that you live, it's hard, but Alexandria got some talent here, so you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's why you're here.
Yeah, you know, I got some talent here, man. Okay, DMV.
Yeah.
All right. No order.
No order.
No order. Because I like I said, I listen to it. I'm gonna do 7.
7.
Out of DMV.
However you want to do it.
Because I
Yeah.
Right now I like Baby J-Mo. I like Lil Giz Wop. I like his music. I like No Savage music. Young Jose, that's my dog right there. We're gonna do some music, Young Jose. Let me think. I mean, I don't want to say like Trail, Light Show, Glizzy, those type of dudes. Like, you know, they solidified. You know what I mean?
But throw them in there. If that's what you
I
feel.
work with Light Show. I've done
Okay.
music with Light Show. I was just out of town with Trail, so I got kind of like relationships with these dudes. I've never met Glizzy. Been in the vicinity before, but I listen to his music. I like Glizzy music. Fat Trail, Light Show, you know those dudes. But like I was saying, as far as new guys, you got Slime Goon. I like his music. He's incarcerated. Lil Bro, YP. That's one of my homies, matter of fact. And I like dude I just actually started listening to, man, make some cool music. Paco Panama from out these Southeast, like his music, man. Like,
Okay.
got different little sound. I like it though. I like that.
I want to see a DMV collective. I really, really do, man. And just breaking it up, Maryland, Virginia, DC. I really want to see that collective happen.
Yeah, and you know Maryland. I listen to Q. You know, Q the Fool, Lil Dude, Baby Aki passed away. Those are dudes I like to listen to on that side.
Okay. Well, when are we going to get a full project from you? When are we going to get a full project that's out everywhere on all DSPs? What's next for Drilla?
I drop every year, man, since I started rapping, October 27th, my birthday. Every year I drop. Now, for me to sit right here and tell you that, now I'm dropping on my birthday. That's like a vote to the projects too. I'm gonna drop on my birthday. I'm thinking about doing something before then though. EP might it's an EP coming, man. I'm gonna drop McGrady back EP, probably six to 8 songs, just something quick. But within the next couple of weeks, man, I gotta got some videos dropping. Got a lot of going on a little big run, man. Got a lot of stuff coming.
Okay. Little tour to go with that?
Due to my my legal stipulations with probation and stuff.
Understand.
And me only been home yesterday, made 90 days home.
Congrats.
You know what I mean? Thank you. So I can't really say about like how I'm gonna be moving as far as like stay like I said it's kind of permission as you go type of thing, due to my situation. So I can't really like put like dates on like me going out of town and doing type of stuff like that. But I do have a lot of stuff in the works of me that require me doing a lot of traveling. So I will be in a lot of different places. I just can't consider it like touring because of like the way it has to go about. I have to get cleared to be moving to this place. You know what I mean? And I got to check in with the police department, probation department in that city, in that state. Let them know I'm there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
Like just going through the thing, we're just going to be going to Atlanta just past weekend for the Rick Ross's car show,
Okay.
and networking and stuff out there. It was just like, you know, the process of me having to do that. You know, it's like, man, just imagine you know, two more years of probation and 48, 50 states. You know what I mean? That you trying to hit, man. It's going, you know, but
all bad.
But you know, with anything in life, in due time it gets better. So, you know, probation officer seeing that I'm staying out of trouble, staying out of the way, focusing on my music and stuff like that. I'm, you know, here ease up, and you know, so it's all.
I can see that.
Inshallah, it all,
I can see that.
You know, work out.
I can see that. Now, when it is time for you to travel, will you be traveling with an entourage? Will it be Kevin Gates that you sign under? Will you stay unsigned? What's your relationship with Kevin Gates?
Me and Gates, it was like I said, like a brush on the shoulders and really just, you know, like just showing some love, networking thing. Like Mo, young Mo ended up doing a song with Kevin Gates. Him and Kevin Gates got a good relationship. And he had called me like a day before or the day of. They were supposed to shoot their video. It was like, hey man, you know, me and Gates gonna come through, you know what I mean? You know, introduce y'all, let y'all, you know, talk, you know what I mean, whatever, you know what I mean, shoot our video, you know, just go tap in. I'm like, all right, bet, you know, it's cool. We come out there, and like I said, we talked a lot, just a lot of free game. One thing I can say about him is that he's a smart man, you know what I mean? He got a good, like, a great way of, like, motivating people, like speaking, you know what I mean? Like, just talking to him, like,
speaking life.
Just talking to him about, like, you know, advice, and, like, as far as, like, with the music, and, you know, trying to make that transition. Like I said, when I met him, I kind of wish I met him. I kind of wish that was happening right now, because the maturity I have now versus when I met him, I listened to what he said. I didn't take heed though, and I didn't imply it. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean. But overall, like, you know, we have, Kevin Gates is a good dude though. You know what I mean? I have no plans on signing up on him or anything. The opportunity was, you know what I mean, wasn't really like even presented in that aspect. So, and I don't have no intention on signing under him. I got something in the works right now though with a couple people and stuff like that. Right now I'm under 4LO, pushing pushing 4LO, pushing life. Me and Mo locked in forever, pushing that, and you know the oceans. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. That's it. Right now, Alexandria. You know what I'm saying.
That's what it is.
Shout out to everybody though. You know what I mean. I got love for everybody. You know, I'm saluting everybody that's doing anything. You know what I'm saying. SMGs, Sucker Free, everybody in the city that's doing anything.
Okay.
6'4", everybody that's doing anything. Man.
All right, sounds good. Tell me what you say to a kid looking up to you, watch you go away for a while, come back, and now you're doing it again. Take another stab at it. This time going extra hard. What do you say to the Alexandria kid looking at you?
Develop mental toughness. Always work on your mental toughness, because in life, first of all, mental health is important, and that's something that gets looked up under. And I think a lot of us as men, being dudes in the streets, we don't realize how severe our mental health is, because we're living a fast life. You're drugging, you're moving 24 hours, and you don't even realize that you're not in the right state of mind. You know what I mean? Like, you're not making conscious decisions. Nothing is being thought through. Everything is just fast. You know what I'm saying? So I would tell a kid that to develop mental toughness, be patient, you know what I mean? And because, like, me, I made a mistake. You know, I made a lot of them, and you know, in the future, you're gonna make more. You know what I mean? But don't allow something to be a loss. Allow everything to be a lesson. And the only way that can happen is if you learn from it. You know what I mean? Like, if you sit out here and you go through things in life and you make decisions that could cost you your life and your freedom, you know, considering, you know, being in the streets. And if there's not a time where you could take some time to yourself and really sit back and analyze that without you having to be inside of a jail cell, then you going too fast. You know what I mean? Because if you can't have a day to yourself where you could just sit and think, then what, you know, like, you have no control over your life. You have no control. You know what I mean? Like, you too accessible. And that was my problem. You know what I'm saying? Before I went in, like, you could pinpoint me, man. You could, whatever, like, you knew you come through the project, you're gonna see Drilla. You're gonna see him out there. And like I said, take your time out there. You know what I mean? Because you don't. One of the worst feelings is feeling like you started from scratch.
Right.
You know what I mean? And having a knock on you from coming home from the penitentiary or jail. You know what I mean? Like, that place is so miserable. It could be demoralizing to you as a man sometimes because of the things you go through, the things you see. Coming back out here in society, trying to develop it, like trying to go away from, you know what I mean, that mindset. Like, it's easy to become institutionalized, like, because when you're going through it for so long, you know what I mean? Like I said, I didn't do that long, 2.5 years. You know what I'm saying? I did a little bit of time before that, but being around guys who've been locked up 20 years, they 20 years in on forever though. Like, this is life. You don't want that for yourself. You know what I mean? And there's some people like that hear about you and know that you do music and stuff like that, and they don't have that. This is never gonna be their reality ever. It's never gonna be their fate. They're never gonna be able to sit in a room with Nikes on and a black T-shirt. You know what I mean? Do the love have on what you got on right now, what I got on. You know what I mean? Nah, they walk around in state issue clothing and stuff like that. That's their reality. And they just want you to live. They just want to live through you sometimes. You know what I mean? They want you to be able to call your phone and, you know, hear that you're doing something good with yourself. Nobody want to hear, man, there was a shootout yesterday, or, you know what I mean? Some guys, they like, you know, nobody want to hear that. You know what I mean? Man, look, man, I just was in California, or I was just in New York. I was like, man, it feel good. They can't be there with you physically, but mentally you got them there. You know what I mean? So it's little small stuff like that that make you appreciate your freedom and your current circumstances and stuff like that. So I said, if I would tell a kid, man, just appreciate your freedom, bro. And value, I learned in prison, was to value my time and my energy. Because everything requires energy. Blinking your eyes requires energy. Thinking something, then saying it, all that requires energy. And then your time, you know what I mean? Your time is important. A second in jail is a second too late. A second doing something that's not contributing or leading you to progressing in any area that's you know, it's too late. You know what I mean? So value your time, your energy, man. That's it.
That's real gems. That's real gems. I appreciate you coming through.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
Man. Thank you for
For
having me.
LL, Drilla, King Sharif, Sharif D King TV.